So we're asking, what will make a human being, knowing his conditioning, most of us do, if we are at all intelligently aware, what will make us change? Please put this question to ourselves, each one of us. Find out what will make us, each one of us, bring about a change, a freedom from this conditioning. Not to jump into another conditioning. It's like leaving Catholicism and becoming a Buddhist. It is the same pattern. So what will make one, each one of us, who one is quite sure is desirous of bringing about a good society, what will make him change? Change has been promised through reward. Heaven, a new kind of carrot, a new ideology, new community, new set of groups, new gurus, a reward, or a punishment. If you don't do this, you'll go to hell. So our whole thinking is based on this principle of reward and punishment. I'll do this if I can get something out of it. But that kind of attitude or the way of thinking doesn't bring about radical change. And that change is absolutely necessary. I'm sure we are all aware of it. So what shall we do? Some of you have listened to the speaker for a number of years. No wonder why. And having listened, it becomes a new kind of mantra. You know what that word is? It's a Sanskrit word, meaning in its true meaning is not to be self-centered and ponder over not becoming. The meaning of that is that. Mantra means that. Abolish self-centeredness and ponder, meditate, look at yourself so that you don't become something. That is the real meaning of that word, which has been ruined by all the transcendental meditation nonsense. So some of you have listened for many years. And do we listen and therefore bring about a change, or you've got used to the words and just carry on? So we're asking, what will make man, a human being, who has lived for so many million years, carrying on the same old pattern, inherited the same instincts, self-preservation, fear, security, sense of self-concern which brings about great isolation? What will make that man change? A new God, a new form of entertainment, new religious football, new kind of circus with all the, all that stuff. What will make us change? Sorrow apparently has not changed man. Because we have suffered a great deal. Not only individually, but collectively. As a whole of mankind, we have suffered an enormous amount. Wars, disease, pain, death. We have suffered enormously. And apparently sorrow has not changed us. No, fear. That hasn't changed us. Because our mind is pursuing constantly, seeking out pleasure. And even that pleasure is the same pleasure in different forms. That hasn't changed us. So what will make us change? We don't seem to be able to do anything voluntarily. We'll do things under pressure. If there was no pressure, no sense of reward or punishment, because reward and punishment are too silly to even think about it. If there was no sense of future, I don't know if you've gone into that whole question of future. That may be our deception psychologically. We'll go into that presently. If you abandon all those, then what is the quality of the mind that faces absolutely the present? You understand my question? Are we communicating with each other? Please say yes or no. I don't know where we are. Hope I'm not talking to myself. If one realizes that one is in a prison, that prison created by oneself being the result of the past, parents, grandparents, so on, inherited, acquired, imposed. That's our psychological prison in which we live. And naturally, the natural instinct is to break through that prison. Now, does one realize, not as an idea, not as a concept, but as an actuality, psychologically a fact? When one faces that fact, why is it even then